Okay, so I might actually have enough time to get 𝕱𝖈𝖆𝖆 back. Let's hope so anyway. Let's really hope so. Alright, well, before any of that, this seems like a perfect moment to have a long rest. Our first long rest. Let's see, go to camp and end the day. What's the difference between going to camp and ending the day and going to the camp? Perhaps we just go to the camp and see if we can have a long rest afterwards. Oh, I'm hearing a lot of sounds in the background. What's going on? Oh, the exclamation point is back. Okay, okay, this is pretty cozy. Who the fuck is Withers? Who are you and what are you doing in my camp?
Ah, another. Thy name has been recorded.
I haven't even introduced myself yet.
I shall be here in thy camp for whenever thou hast need of my services.
I don't even know what you do. Yeah, not to be rude, but who the fuck are you?
There are many answers to that question. None are important.
Well, all of them are actually kind of important. I kind of want to be like, get out of my camp. Get the hell out of my swamp. Okay, let's not anger him in case he's a lich or something. This strange wraith commands many powers. He allows to resurrect allies, hire help, and change... Ooh! Hey, feel free to stay at my camp forever. I'm sorry for being rude to you. What's in here then? Nothing. Can I put things in these crates instead of having them in my inventory? Is there like some kind of personalized chest somewhere? Stone bed. I suppose that's where I go to sleep for the night, something. Hey Gale, how you doing, man?
I've known a few warlocks in my time. Talented, of course, though sometimes too eager to listen to the devils on their shoulders. Comes with the territory, unfortunately.
Yeah, no, I don't judge, really. Oh no, yeah, you can stay here. I'm sure your legs are still hurting. Okay. Will!
The Blade of Frontiers at your calling.
Prefer Will. Tell me, Will, how did you come to be the Blade of Frontiers?
My father once said, one does not pursue a champion's life. One merely answers its call. So it was for me.
I see.
I was hunting near the Cloakwood when I heard it. A child crying out from a lone farmstead. I found him in the fields, flanked by goblins. His mother's corpse bled into the soil next to him. I don't remember much of the battle.
I see.
But I remember drying the boy's tears after.
Well, that's nice of you. And he named you the Blade of Frontiers?
No. But he named me friend. And that meant the world. But what of the others?
I see.
The children never saved. The cries never heard. In the boy's tears, I finally saw the suffering wrought by the villains of the wild. The frontiers demanded a blade. And so I heeded.
I see. Well, it's definitely nice to finally put a face on the name.
And it's nice to meet someone of your talents.
I bet.
Having a worm wriggling in my skull didn't instill much confidence in the days ahead. With
Likewise.
you as my ally, the future looks a little less daunting.
Yeah, I get that. I hear that a lot. Actually, no, I don't. I hope you don't mind me asking, but I noticed your stone eye. Did you lose it in battle or something?
A most vicious one, in fact. It's made from pure bloodstone, carved from the Galena Mountains just north of the Moonsea.
I see.
A reminder that sometimes blood must be shed and sacrifices must be made. But that story is reserved for lifetime friends and calmer days.
Well, today is definitely kind of a calm day, but I get it. I'd like to talk about something else then.
by all means.
Well, how does the Blade of Frontiers end up chasing a devil in the hells?
𝕨𝖒 fires raged in Baldur's Gate before she escaped to Avernus,
Oh,
as my source told it.
oh,
And
so
she
you
was
don't know
planning
it.
to return.
Gotcha.
One of the archdevils Ariel's own, chaos incarnate, a devil with pure fire for a heart. I made my way to Avernus to stop her. She fled from my reach.
Okay, so it is a
Even
her.
climbed aboard
Gotcha.
the Mind Flayer ship as it screeched through the hells. I followed in close pursuit. I can't bear to imagine the lives 𝕨𝖒 might be taking, the damage she might be doing.
Well, if she's anything like the devils I fought in the tutorial, I did manage to beat them though, to be fair. Achievement unlocked, by the way. But yeah, no, that was definitely a very difficult fight. So if she's anything like that, then, well, let's just say I'm glad you are on our side in what's to come. By the way, if you don't mind me asking, who is this source of yours?
A powerful friend with a keen interest in privacy. I'm sworn to say no more.
No, it's fine. You are a warlock, it makes sense. You probably have a matron, a patron, perhaps a fae? I'm not gonna ask. Let's move on to other matters.
All right. Anything more we should discuss?
Honestly, I think you're fine for now. Alright, who's next? Asterion? You're next on the list of conversations to be had.
So, we're traveling with the famed Blade of Frontiers.
Yes.
I feel safer already.
Happy to hear it. I like how all I can say to Asterion is, I think it's better if you stay in the camp for a while. No, you're fine. Okay, Shadowheart, would you mind telling me about all the shady shit you've been doing?
I know that look. You're wondering why I was in pain before.
True.
Let's just clear the air about that now.
Hell yeah.
It's just an old wound that hurts me from time to time. Nothing to be concerned about. It's nothing to do with the tadpoles, at least, in case your imagination is in danger of getting away from you.
Nope.
It's just something I have to live with.
I see. How badly does it hurt? Because it looked like you were kind of, well, shall we say, very much affected by it. Kind of like you were stabbed or something.
Quite a lot, if I'm being honest. But it always passes quickly, so I can manage.
I see. Not one for many conversations, I take it. Are you sure it's not connected to the tadpoles, though?
Positive. You can trust me on that.
Very well, then so I shall. No, let's not be rash. I'm sure she'll tell us eventually. What do you think of all that's happened to us so far? Apart from the fact that we've been absolutely bum-rushed by every single creature in existence.
We've been through quite a lot, with likely more to come. Care to narrow it down a little?
Goblins. What would you do if we actually managed to remove the tadpoles?
I suppose we'd go our separate ways. Not a slight on your company, of course.
Naturally. No reason for us not to stay together if we get on well. Let's not be flirty. Where would you go?
Home. Baldur's Gate. There's someone waiting for me there. Someone I have to reach. As soon as possible.
I see. Family? A friend? A lover?
Let's just say it's a very personal, very private acquaintance.
Lover. Gotcha. Very well. Alright, let's not pry her for now. We have time, I'm sure. So how do I get rid of this exclamation point above my head? Oh, I can access this and I can access Gale. Oh, okay, so it's like if I want to take his items, whatever. How am I looking for like potions and the like for all of us? I have 10 no, that's alchemy pouch. Where is my potions? I'm just really blind, aren't I? Oh, there we go. Potion of healing. I have 12.
What now?
Asterion have 3,
Wonder what the next move is.
2,
Pride of the gate.
and none.
No time to rest.
Okay, so let's send a little bit of potions to Will and Shadowhawk then. Let's see. Split item. 3. Send to Will. Split item. 2. Shadowhawk. Okay, so question is, if I put stuff in the Traveler's Chest, which also belongs to Will, can I rid myself of a little bit of junk? I mean, I kind of want to sell these though. 25 gold for that? I'm gonna be such a hoarder, aren't I? I guess I don't know if I'm gonna need any of these, like, on my person. Perhaps the scrolls? If I can get it any time, I mean, perhaps I just put these scrolls here. And then sell it eventually, like the potions of invisibility. Cauldron. I don't know if I need a cauldron. Man, I'm such a hoarder. Illicit records. I don't know if I need these either. Shit. That's the thing. The moment I bring an item out of my inventory is the moment I'm gonna encounter someone who's gonna be like talking about it, and then I won't have it on my person. Bummer. So how do I get rid of this exclamation point? Can I wander around during the camp? Magic mirror. That's suspicious. Screw it. What are you doing? Is it like the mirror in Divinity? Where you can change your appearance or whatever? Ah, okay, so it is that. Cool, okay. I can even rename my character. Huh. Well, I look good, and I'm not gonna change anything. Unfortunately, I cannot change my skills and such, but I think the tooltip said that Withers, the guy over there, could respect me for money. Still, how do I get rid of this? Oh, you have some mugwort there. Storage box. Money. Oh. Scruffy vagabond clothes. Okay. Interesting. So how do I get rid of this exclamation point? Because I'm pretty sure it's linked to the camp, whatever. End the day. Okay, so that's where I clicked for end the day. Okay, let's just wander around a little bit then. Perhaps bedroll. Does bedroll works the same way in this game as it does in Divinity? Because in Divinity, it is completely busted, allowing you to get full HP anywhere you want. I doubt it's gonna be like that in this game, though. I'm pretty sure the developers would have thought about it. Okay, well, I cannot find camp inventories. Okay, so all right, cool. I guess I'll end the day then. You have enough campless supplies to restore all hit points and spell slot if you long rest. Do you want to end the day? Sure. Okay. I changed my clothes. You have like other conversations for me now?
Yes.
No. Alright. Oh, Invasion plans for the Sword Coast. What's this? This map of the Sword Coast sprawls from the deep forest of Tethir to the frigid spine of the world. Its topography worn by ancient ink and constant trade between mortal hands.
There are important matters to discuss.
What? Do we?
I should speak up.
Not this one, nor this one, and this one are less worthy still.
Uh-huh. What are you doing here?
Righting the balance. Beyond mortal realms, there doth exist an amalgamation of spirits akin to thine own, ensnared by the treacherous cult of the Absolute, felled in its name. They bear great discontentment with their destiny.
Okay.
For a mere pittance of coin, I might summon the worthiest among them to lend aid to thy undertaking.
Sounds like a scam. And will these hirelings be joining me willingly?
Most willingly, forsooth. Their passions doth run deep for what hath been wrought upon them.
I would like to talk about hirelings then.
Very well.
0? I mean, that's almost as expensive as the 5 gold I paid for the goblins to ignore me. Sure.
Impossible.
What?
Thy party is full.
Oh, so you're saying that they are like a custom character? Oh,
As thou desire.
Okay, I still have an exclamation point above my head, and it's starting to drive me a bit crazy. Okay, there's a ball there. Gale?
What's on your mind?
An exclamation point. Is there really no one else I can talk to? If I check the map. None. That's a bloody shame. Well, okay then. Fair enough, I suppose. Oh, is this like a practice dummy? 0. I know I was bad, but not that bad. Can I fish? No. Would be kind of relaxing if I could just stand here on the shores and use the fishing rod. Perhaps I need bait? I have not the slightest idea. But okay, speaking of though, I can check out the crafting while I'm here. Potion of healing, elixir, grenades, oil of accuracy. Okay, could be useful. Salts, mugwort. Okay, what does a salt of mugwort do? The roots of the common mugwort weed can be dried and crushed to create a powder that looks unassuming. Okay, let's extract one of them. Did not unlock anything, did I? Balsam, dagger root. Extract. Is it good to extract all the ingredients? I don't know. Filter craftable only. Sort by recently added, maybe? Not sure. If I use one of these, will it remove one of my camp supplies? It did not. So mugwort does not count as a Supply. Inspiration point. Interesting. What about the books then? Because I got quite a lot of them now. I've read all of these. Let's see, let's go and use a chest and put the notes in that I've already read. Except the story document, because it might be useful. Okay, so I read that one. Faded blueprints. This page contains 4 meticulous drawings of different weapons, but weather and age has blotted the ink and made the writing illegible. Interesting. Well, it doesn't weigh... Actually, how much does the... 0.5. Perhaps I can find a pouch to put all of my notes in. Like this one here. Can I rename these ones to like notes or something? Custom. So if I open up this pouch, can I not open up this pouch? Open. Does not work. Do I put it like that? Oh, okay. So that's how it works. So how do I get it out of there then? Row, drop item, examine. What? I have to click the plus or something? No. Okay, mildly confused, to say the least. Let's see, if I throw it on the ground, can I open it then? I cannot. I cannot even right-click it now. The frick? LordAuriyon, get your ass over here. Can you pick up this pouch? You cannot. I put a ring in there, didn't I? Can I break it? Really? Not even my awesome punches? Jeez, this pouch is made out of freaking platinum or something. Can I sneak up on it? And be like... Nope. Okay. LordAuriyon, can you fireball it? I like how at this point I'm just trying to destroy a goddamn pouch. Really? What are these pouches made of? I should wear one as armor. Well, that's freaking okay. I hope the ring wasn't, like, valuable or something. Do I have another pouch I can use? Camp supply, alchemy, keychain. I mean, I cannot even open this keychain. Huh. Alright, so I fixed it. I can now open the pouches and I can pick the pouches up and I can even access it from my inventory. Hell yeah. For those of you who also had the same issue, all I did was a quick save and then quick load and it worked. Anyway, I want to put these rings in here, because I believe it still counts as my inventory. I just want to make sure I don't, you know, fill it up with stuff that I've already read. Okay, let's continue reading then, shall we? The Realm According to Bumpo. A mass-printed paperback detailing the adventuring experiences of the fictional 𝕱𝖑𝖑𝖔𝖈 Bumpo. The book naturally falls to a dog-eared page in which Bumpo describes the more unusual races he's met in his travels. But they weren't half so strange as the bird folk. First 𝕱𝖑𝖑𝖔𝖈 I met had the head of a parrot, the body of a human, and wings also of a parrot. I tried not to stare, but it was really hard. Turns out she was one of a motley party, because around her table were a tabaxi, catfolk, a genasi, element folk, and a turtle folk. Trying to act casual, I asked what the hell they all were. Very casual. They ignored me, but I can't blame them. To them, I must have looked awfully dull and average, but they were the first of their kind I had ever seen. But I was just one of a billion boring humans to them. Probably. Oh nice, it goes downwards. That's awesome. I was afraid it would only have this many. Hell yeah. Okay, A is for Azuf and other gods too. Azuf, the god of wizards all, who spend their whole lives learning. He grants their spells both big and small, for Mistra always journeying. Bane the tyrant, the black hand, makes sure the strong do rule. He spreads his darkness through the land, praised by the harsh and cruel. Beshaba will bring forth your doom, unless you chant her prayer. Split from Timora in the womb, she brings bad luck to spare. And rhymes, apparently. Next one, High Cliff's Journal. Let's see, I'm just gonna say, what does it say first? Oh, journal updated. Oops. The private thoughts of an ambitious apprentice. The pupil surpasses the teacher. My master's weapons are almost complete. There's just one component left. Samson says the designs are a failure. But what's he know? He can barely see past his own belly. I stashed the prototypes and blueprints for now. But just you wait, Samson. Your legend is fading, and a new one will rise in its place. Very well, interesting. And this one is regarding strange riders in these parts. A tear near the top of this notice suggests that it was once pinned for display and perhaps torn down. The date on this letter has faded with time, but the paper alone indicates great age. My fellow citizen. For fellow citizen we are, like it or not. I print and post multiple copies of this notice in the region, at no small expense to myself, because I feel a growing concern and alarm at the presence of a strange rider in these parts of late. Many of you will have seen them, tramping through our forests and towns under the guise of patrol. They claim they are guardians sent from Elturel to protect the borders of the great and holy nation of Elturgard. Don't be fooled by shining armor or handsome mounts. I never bent the knee to any Elturgard, and I never asked any metal jester to come peering over my garden fence. As you all know, I am descended direct from the original Selunite settlers along these banks, and I have had a half-elven great-uncle who'll swear to it. Half-elven. We're a peaceable folk, and we get on with the druids well enough, but I pay no fealty or tax to any far-off city I can't even find on a map. I took no small pleasure in telling these thugs just that, and I urge you to do the same. They call themselves Hell Riders. I call them interlopers, and they can bugger off to the hells, them and their city both. With grave concern and serious intent, Daemon Briska, proud and free citizen of the Heartlands. Interesting. Next we have the faded instructions. Though it looks like it once detailed important instructions, this page has turned brittle, and most of its writings has long faded. So I can't interact with that. I'm assuming this is the same thing? Correct. And these ones, I believe, we found on the mailman that was surrounded by that cute little dog earlier. Personal note. A tight professional memo written with care. 𝕾𝖑𝖈, be doubly careful on the way back to Baldur's Gate. I have received reports on attacks on travelers throughout the region. I cannot have my best messenger winding up face down in a ditch somewhere. Watch yourself. Better late than never. Postmaster General Danzo. Interesting. And the soft letter. Excited looping letters fill this message of hope and love. Daven. It's a boy. He's healthy and perfect. I've named him after his father. Come back and see us soon. Come back and see us as soon as you get leave. Love, Flora. Daven Jr. Very well. And last one. Tough letter. Written in an irregular scrawl. This letter offers an olive branch. Okay, it's like a peace offering. 9 fingers. I won't come back to the city. Not while you have your thugs looking for me. If you want the debt paid, you'll have to trust me and collect it yourself. Go to the graveyard and look for where 𝕾𝖑𝖑𝖔𝖈 is buried. Get digging and you'll find valuables to settle matters between us. Don't go looking for me. I'll know when I'm safe. S. Okay, so we need to do some grave digging, understood. The True and Impossible Adventurers of Tenebrae Morrow, Volume 2. Okay, this is a bit of a read. Okay, cool. An excerpt from the True and Impossible Adventures of Tenebrae Morrow, a pulp serial following the real-life exploits of an interplanar ship's captain. The real Captain Morrow is known never to have left her native Waterdeep and emerges from her rooms at the yawning portal, only to exchange scrawled manuscripts for fresh meals and ink. And thus, in the light of the Feywild's near-setting sun, we passed into the lands of the Eladrin. My astuter solution to sail around their forests was betrayed. It seems to me that the river itself conspired to change course, bringing the new bride into the shadow of the trees that I might see to those dancing figures up close. The form of the Eladrin, with which I am now intimately familiar, is that of the elves as seen in a fever dream. Slender as wands and with hair of every changeable hue, their moods mirror that fey wilderness from which they spring. One moment gentle as a still pond, the next inexplorable and deadly as a falling mountain. The latter I experienced only after spending many agreeable hours, or perhaps seasons, among them. A halfling woman, employed among my crew as a smith, dared to raise her voice in song above that of our hosts. The depth of the insult became clear as the forest fell into silence, and it was only quick thinking on my part that delivered a compromise. When we left, it was without our smith, and the only sound was the solitary ring of her hammer, as she endeavored to forge a blade that would sing for the Eladrin more sweetly than she. It has been some centuries since, and I hope she has succeeded by now. Interesting, very interesting. Next one, The Annals of Baldur's Gate, a history of the city of Baldur's Gate as told with a bard's flair, printed for the masses. This is no scholarly record. Preface. Centuries ago, a young man sailed from the village of Grey Harbor. Where he went, what he saw, and the deeds he accomplished are simple legends today. But the wealth he returned with years later is a hard fact. Baldur made Grey Harbor rich. His gold-built docks funded businesses and raised strong walls to protect it all. One of the gates into this flourishing city was named in his honor, but so great was the wealth that flowed through it that the name of the gate became more fabulous than the village that started it all. The name Grey Harbor has been relegated to dusty history books and ancient maps, but Baldur's Gate, that name is on the lips of every traveler in Faerun. So it is, even mine. Traveler's Guide to the Sword Coast, Volume 9, Inns and Guest Houses. With the dust of their journey still clinging to boot and cloak, the canny traveler will no doubt seek to secure accommodation within the city post-haste. Below are some establishments that are typical of what the city has to offer. The Blade and Stars, easily identified by its sign, a wooden shield boasting a curved blade against a field of stars. A handwritten scrawl in the margins notes that the sign is currently not in place. This inn is comfortable, quiet, and highly recommended for travelers seeking to recuperate from their journey. Expect unassuming fare at a reasonable price, moderately clean rooms, and passably clean patrons. The Blushing Mermaid, for those seeking an altogether rowdier night in the city. The Blushing Mermaid should be the first port of the call, named for the life-sized wooden mermaid on display. This inn is known for its ill-reputed patrons, frequent brawls, and altogether unsavory reputation. Nevertheless, I feature it here, owing to great interest from my readership. I can only advise that you exercise extreme vigilance should you choose this establishment. Finally, the Elf Song Tavern. Most of this passage is illegible due to water damage, apart from the words and phrases nearest to the inner margins. Dimly lit, proprietor, Alan, disembodied elvish singing voice. Okay. "1 foot, 2 feet, well met, we'll meet." A popular book of halfling children's rhymes and mnemonics compiled and archived by one 𝕱𝖈𝖎▍ Okay, another rhyme, cool. The Guild, Hidden Rulers of Baldur's Gate. This book is redolent with the enticing smell of paper and ink. The book's central argument is encapsulated in a chapter devoted to 𝕱𝖈𝖎▍, Guild Kingpin of Little Calimshan. In another time and another place, 𝕱𝖈𝖎▍ would be celebrated as a revolutionary. In Baldur's Gate, in her own lifetime, she is known as a crime lord, kingpin of the guild, ruling over the city within a city. That is the district of Little Calimshan. 𝕱𝖈𝖎's story began when she was orphaned at a young age. Her father was hanged by the flaming fists for sheltering his fugitive brother. Soon after, her mother was denounced by the jealous wife of a patriarch and imprisoned in the sea tower, where she perished. Alone in the world, she had learned 2 valuable lessons. When the law is corrupt, it is a necessity for those without the support of its enforcers to act on outside of it. When the law is brutal, it is an ethical duty to act against it. Operating from within the Kalim Jewel Emporium, 𝕱𝖈 knows the values of everything and everyone that moves through Baldur's Gate. She controls a wide network of agents who observe and track the exchange of goods and information as closely as any merchant or politician. But second-hand knowledge is cheap. Rilsa's real trick is to draw those with secrets to share directly into her orbit. At her Gardens of Whispers, information can be shared with the guild anonymously. Anyone with a grudge to bear or a competitor to bring low, that is to say, anyone of importance, can ensure that the whole city knows their grievance. It is said that if someone speaks out of your weak spot in the garden at dawn, you can expect to find a knife buried in that same exact spot before night falls. I will keep that in mind. Fables of Faerun 3. The Enticing Elder. One of a series of thin tomes illustrating simple lessons to readers of all ages. There were once two sisters, one a great fighter and one a great cleric, who longed for new adventure. I shall skewer an elder brain upon my sword, cried the fighter. To the Underdark. I wish to know the secrets of the brain's powers, said the cleric. Let us be off. In the recesses of the deep. The sisters slew darklings and Dendero, bugbears and bullets. The two reached an Illithid colony. When the fourth 10-day passed, their quest would soon be complete. With great effort, they felled a half-dozen mind flayers and soon reached the Elder Brain's lair. It rose from the brine pool at the center of its chamber, flanked by Illithids. The brain didn't speak aloud, but the sisters could hear it in their minds. I am called Cows. Why have you come? I will make your powers my own, called the cleric. I will crush you and bring an end to your tyranny, said the fighter. The brain hovered in silence. A moment later, a burst of psionic energy shook the chamber, and the sisters lay dead. Good luck, Chaos replied. The Illithids feasted heartily that day. So watch out for psionic energies when fighting an Elder Brain. Understood. Shanties for the Bitch Queen. That's the one I found in the beginning, which was like a little song or whatever. Something about, yeah, the Waif Mother. Very well, I think we have read every single book now. Lovely. Okay, so I've not had my long rest yet. I suppose I have to wait until I sleep again then. Alright then, let's go to bed. Okay, so I can choose what materials I want to use. If I use a supply pack that costs 40, but it costs 20 to sleep, that seems a bit strange. Let's use these then. A baguette, yeah, that's true. Let's use a baguette. Do I have anything that is only 2? 2. Full rest.
You don't sleep well.
Oh.
Flitting between dreams and nightmares.
Huh?
Maybe you wake up because you know something is wrong. Or maybe you just get lucky.
Is it Asterion? Ah, motherfucker.
Shit.
Punch him. Punch him!
No, it's not what it looks like. I swear.
I know I'm handsome, but come on,
Wasn't
dude.
going to hurt you. I just needed, well, blood.
There in the dim firelight, you see him for what he really is. A vampire, a slave to sanguine hunger.
Pick up a steak. How long since you killed someone? Days? Hours? Couldn't you have feasted on the goblins we fought?
I've never killed anyone. Well, not for food. I feed on animals. Bulls, deer, kobolds, whatever I can get. it's not enough. Not if I have to fight. I feel so weak. If I just had a little blood, I could think clearer, fight better. Please.
Well, I'm sure we're gonna...
A strange sensation courses through you, and your companion's mind unfolds, secrets half revealed.
Why didn't you tell me, though?
At best, I was sure you'd say no. More likely, you'd ram a stake through my ribs.
Likely.
No. I needed you to trust me. And you can trust me.
I do not trust you, but... yeah, you tried to bite me. How can I trust you?
Because we don't have a choice. Not if we're going to save ourselves from these worms. I need you alive. You need me strong. Please, only be a taste.
No.
I swear. I'll be well, you'll be fine. And everything can go back to normal.
Are you mad? No.
No. No, of course. Silly of me to even ask.
Yeah, besides, you
I'll
barely
go
know
and
me.
find something on 4 legs to eat, I suppose. See you in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
You watch him stalk away, slumped, sulking, and ready to kill.
Grumpy vampire, I see. Ay, ay, ay. For a moment, I thought he was gonna come back for round 2. Oh, look, it's the dog! Asterion, I'll talk to you soon. Oh, doggy!
You spot a name on the dog's collar. Scratch.
What kind of name is that? Anyway. Okay. That's a good doggy, yes it is! Oh. Cute. Oh, I can pet him again? Yeah, sure, why not? Let's pet you again because we can! That's right! Okay, I cannot scratch him anymore. That's fine. Okay, Asterion, did you find a boar or something in the night?
Morning. I hope last night's little unpleasantness hasn't left a bad taste in your...
Mm-hmm.
Well, I hope there are no bad feelings.
No, not really. But I do have questions. How are you standing the sun? Because I thought vampires got weaker in the sun, or at least, you know, kind of hurt from it.
Oh, I have no idea. By rights, I should be cinders in this light, but someone or something is keeping me alive. Standing in the sun, wading through a river, wandering into homes without an invitation. They're all perfectly mundane activities now.
That's
As
good.
for my other quirks, well, we can figure those out in time.
I assume this has always been like that, even before the Mind Flayer's parasite?
That's my theory, but who knows?
Oh. So it wasn't
I'm
like this
just
before.
glad you're being sensible about these revelations. I was worried people might turn up with torches and pitchforks.
Nah, it's fine.
Although there's still time.
Hunting with vampires. Never thought I'd see the day. Very well, but I'm keeping an eye on you. And no wisecracks about having us for supper.
I'd just better not wake in the night to find fangs at my throat.
Do I trust him that he won't hurt us? I mean, he doesn't seem like a bad person, but at the same time, he did try to bite me in my sleep. Yeah, let's be the leader type here. Enough! We need him. Like it or not.
He's not wrong. We're bound together, no matter what comes.
exactly.
Maybe we could get him to wear a bell. Dissuade any nighttime prowling.
That would be interesting.
There now. We're all friends again. Shall we go? There's a long day ahead of us.
Alright, let's see if we can get you a bell then. You didn't seem opposed to it, so maybe we'll think about that one. Alright, good morning, Will.
Well met.
Okay, so nothing new. And I'm assuming it's gonna be the same for you, Gale?
What's on your mind?
What do you make of having a vampire in a camp?
We all have our burdens, one way or the other.
Fair enough. It's a very wizard-y answer, I guess. Okay, let's just talk to Shadowheart as well. Oh look, she's patting Scratch. I guess even if you're cold-hearted, you still like pets.
Place your heart with mine. Let your sleeping soul take flight. Take